Okay, welcome back. It's another installment of our Clean Slate Let's Play. If I remember right, we are about to go down into the tunnels under Spider's house and try and find out why he betrayed the group and almost got them killed by Seth. And now we've got this, we're still in this house. We're going down. Oh, yeah, this dungeon. Oh, boy. Look, landfish. That's creative, I guess. Doesn't make any sense, but okay. Wouldn't they just be called something else? But anyways, this is probably the worst dungeon in the game, perhaps, of all time. It's just, there's not much going on here. It's not very creative. And the encounter rate is off the friggin' scale. And, I don't know. But I think the next one... Well, yeah, look at this. This is something we've all seen in, Dragon Quest or something a million times. I guess I felt like I had to do it once. But he's going to get shit because we have all the strongest attacks in the game, so that's it for that. Alright, so like I was saying, after this dungeon, I kind of knew that, I needed to mix it up a little bit and do some... God, look at those encounters. Enough already. To kind of spice it up a little bit, because the whole game with just like boring walking around like this and high encounter rates was just going to be, not any fun. So I'm pretty sure the next one after this, whenever that is a decent improvement. I mean, it's still not at the Master of the Wind standards because I didn't have ArtBane. I mean, he was playing this and giving me some feedback, and I remember his feedback about this dungeon wasn't particularly good. But it was deserved, though. It's really kind of boring. But I should be able to cruise through it because it's not particularly long either. So if you saw, there's some torches in there, and obviously you got to light them. So I got to find a torch. We can't use Galdar's, fire magic for some unknown reason. And this is a little thing I got that will up my mental stats. Not that I really need that either. And we have a horde of these moths guarding the torch. But one zap from Turnus will take care of that. So, yeah, I mean, even back at this, I mentioned ArtBane. Even back when I was doing this, he was putting together a lot of really cool dungeons. He always had more trouble with, like, the story, characters, things like that. He never really felt like they were at the level that he would have wanted. But boy, could he put together a dungeon. I almost wish that we still had a lot of those unfinished projects he worked on with RPG Maker 2000, so we could do like a compilation, because I think honestly they would still hold up. He's obviously gotten better since, but it was really impressive even then. Okay, so we're in here. Oh gee, what do I do with these switches? Yeah. Oh, hey, that was easy. And then I get something in here. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Might as well throw that on there. Ancient Blade. And then, we'll keep going here. There's a crystal which doesn't apparently do anything. We're going to climb down this rope here. And I think we're almost done, actually. I just have to go down here and hit something, probably. Yep, there we go. I hit that. And... I don't know. This is just, I think it's actually only a couple doors off. More of these landfish with horns. They're like part narwhal or something. Oh, here we go. Here's some snakes. Let's fry them. I don't like snakes. They freak me out. Not so much in fiction or anything like that. Just when I actually see one in the world, I get a little crazy. Alright, so here's a save bunny. So that means Spider is probably right behind that door. So let's go confront his punk ass. And oh man, hey, this song's awesome. Anyway, so he's upset. Obviously, his friggin' scheme didn't work. Turnus, of course, calls him out with much profanity. He probably swears like once per line in this conversation because he's already prone to cursing and now he's angry. So just forget it. We're slapping an R rating on this conversation. But Spider's frustrated not just because of the secretive council, but the fact that he never got promoted to the rank that Galdar and Turnus, and now even Arius is at. He was always just sort of the lowly scout position, And I don't know, I think that maybe they don't even have that many scouts because it's not a big town, so somebody's got to do it. But yeah, he's not happy about it. Bring it on, bitch! Oh, that sounds like Jerry Springer or something. So let's see how long it takes to take care of him. Oh, he paralyzed Turnus. Well, it's not going to matter much. He's going down soon, I think. Oh, no, he's still holding out there. Let's not do it, though. Yep, so long, buddy. And so, oh, he's all bloodied up. But he's been sort of subdued. And Turnus is going to try and be nice here, if I remember right. Oh no, he's battling by the council. Seth knows the secret. What is the secret? Yeah, actually, I remember a couple of my college friends were playing these early parts before I had the rest of it done. And one of them said to me something like, you know, man, you got me on the edge of my seat about this council. What's going on? And, I was pretty happy to hear that, you know, because I never put this on the internet or anything until now, I guess. And I never really got, like, feedback. I just kind of worked in a vacuum. And it was kind of good to hear that at the time. Just that, you know, the sort of suspense was working. But, oh, look at this. Turnus finally starts acting nice, and that's what happens to him. That's how good deeds are rewarded. Now he's probably going to come back and be even nastier. But Arius has had enough. Just cuts him down like one swing. Then he'd walk in and he just disappears for some reason. That's odd. But we're going to have a little flashback here. Back when Spider and Seth were, you know, on the same team with Turnus and Galdar, and everything was cool. But, you know, those days are long gone, sadly. And we're back in the infirmary. I think there's a number of scenes like this, actually, because the character's always getting beat up. This time it's Turnus. And they're going to have some conversations about him. And, you know, this is kind of a typical, trope, really. You got this cretinous guy, but deep down he's nice and he's loyal, and a few traits like that. I think at this point I really felt I needed something like this, kind of humanize Turnus a little bit, because he was just so abrasive all the time that he threatens to really alienate the player if I don't keep him under control. I mean, Finley was never this rude. I mean, Finley always had the sort of naive tendencies to make him more endearing. And I think we have a flashback here, but that's quite a long fade out. Yeah, so I guess Spider has some gardening talents, or did. Alice. Yes. So at least Spider gives it back to him, and Turnus is kind of like, what? And you think, oh, is Turnus going to flip out? But no, he thought it was funny. So they're friends now. And oh yeah, this is the only time he drops his real name, Morius, like the character in Master of the Wind, who is his son. But I guess he left him behind at some point to come to Guardia, or something like that. I had to look at Master of the Wind again. So Arius is now looking back fondly with nostalgia on the time when he was called a turd head, which is a bit of a stretch. This whole thing is a bit of a stretch, actually. It's kind of overwrought. But, I understand the spirit of what I was trying to do at this point. Here's another flashback coming up, I think. Oh, God, what's he going to say? Oh, boy. I get nervous about this. I can't remember all the dialogue. But he's, ranting about something. And the other guys are enjoying it. And then he happens to notice Sharikra. Jeez. She smacks him across the bar. You just got owned. Oh, man. I suppose it's only a matter of time before that one came up. Good thing Lolcats wasn't really popular at this time, or we'd probably have something like Icon has Butt Munch, or something like that. I don't know. But, Sharikra likes him, even though she has to, hit him all the time. And it's all very, anime-ish. That's an anime trope a lot. But at least Turnus, earns the beatings he gets. Like, I remember watching, Love Hina. That poor main character could not even fucking open his mouth without getting throttled by his main love interest. So now we're kind of wandering around at night here. Here's a Skelly. Let's see what he has to say. You're up late. Well, yeah, hardly get any sleep. But yeah, I guess this is kind of interesting because, it's skeletons are kind of, portrayed sympathetically here, and obviously that's a huge part of Master of the Wind, because we have stoic as one of the main characters. But at this point, most of the skeletons are just, kind of in the background. They're NPCs and they populate towns, and it just kind of adds some texture to the world, which I like, because I haven't really seen too many other kind of fantasy universes do this. Usually, skeletons are just these mindless adversaries that you have to beat and everything. So I mean, this was kind of cool. I don't know where I got this idea either. I don't know, maybe I thought it'd be fun. But and this this seems like an older skeleton. He's pretty wise. He's just trying to say that the community is the core of Guardia, not necessarily the council. But Arius has a point too. I mean, if the council's not to be trusted, then that's a problem. But they part ways on good terms, and then we're going to keep wandering around here and see who else I can find. I know eventually I go into Nova's house, which is right there, but I think I have to... Oh, that's just the guard. He's going to say, don't cause any trouble. Who else is out? Oh, it's Ivory. That's right. So we'll talk to her. And, no. She said the same thing to me that I just said to the skeleton, but yeah, that's alright, I guess. I guess it's a natural thing to say when, you're wandering around at the dead of night or whatever. So she's confident Turnus will recover, and so she's telling him also not to worry about his past, but that's not really gonna be allowed to happen. He's gonna have to deal with it, not just yet, but before too long. And then he's saying that he's feels like he's not being heard. His concerns about the council, Galdar and Turnus just aren't really interested. They don't really want to complicate their jobs any more than they already are, I suppose. But she says, so someone else who might sympathize, and he's like, who could it be? And I'm not really into Nova's house, but I guess process of elimination, because you can't go in a lot of these other buildings. But this is getting lost. I probably should stop before I talk to Nova, because it's a pretty intense conversation from what I recall. Now let's see, but now I don't know if I can even save anywhere. Let's see if I can go. There's that friggin' bush again. No, I can't go outside, so I don't know. I might just have to tough it out. And if I have to split this video up into 2 parts like last time, I guess that's not so bad. Alright, so let's see. Nova's house. Yeah, there it is. Let's see what she's she's reading something. Oh, yeah, what's that about? But we'll find out next time, because I see a save bunny, and we're gonna put a stop to this for today, and we'll see what Nova's got to say tomorrow. Peace.